We're live.
Guys, we're now live for another edition
Oh
of
boy.
The Price is Right Inflation Edition, where we will discuss and guess how much everyday items cost. And you will find out just how crazy prices are. We have with us Fluke, an awesome comedian, and another awesome comedian, Danny Deci, who is also here, or the ghost of him is here. So we start off with a little discussion, but Fluke, do you want to talk a little bit about how inflation has affected your life?
All right. Inflation. Yes. Well, people complain about it a lot. I guess that's the main
No
way
kidding.
it's affected my life. Yeah. Just hear about it a bunch. Yeah, grocery items every time you go feels like they're upping it like a nickel or a quarter or so every time. So it just kind of creeps up
That's
on you. Creeps up
it.
on you a little bit. I'm trying to think, was there any like big jumps in stuff that I buy
So
normally?
you
No.
haven't noticed any major changes? Maybe like 5 cents here, 10 cents here, but you haven't seen any major changes.
No, I can't say that I have off the bat. I also try to not buy anything ever. I'm a very cheap
You don't
person.
buy anything.
I try not to. I buy food, and I try to not buy anything that's not food. That's
So now,
that's
what
my
about
goal.
clothes? Or you have enough clothes and you haven't outgrown your clothes, so you're fine with that?
Yeah, I kind of like stock up on clothes like once a year, and I might spend like a couple hundred, and then I'm like good for a while. So I did that a couple months ago.
What about stuff like toilet paper and soap, where you don't need that?
Yeah, I mean, I alternate that with
Deodorant.
my roommate. No, I'm just perfectly clean at all times.
So you
Just
just don't stock
bacteria
up.
just dies when it comes within a 5 foot radius of me. No,
So
yeah,
you don't
stuff's all
stick it
right.
up.
And then my job, I do like handyman work, and for some reason, hardware is like immune to inflation. Like screws and stuff like that are always super
Good to
cheap.
know.
Yeah,
So now's the time to become a do-it-yourselfer, really,
yeah,
because
I think so.
it's not going to cost you more to get a hammer.
Hmm.
But I mean, it could cost you in injuries if you become a do-it-yourselfer. Like you,
Oh, that is true.
if you're really bad at it, like I am, it could cost you in injuries, and then you can't work and that kind of a thing. But what else is there to buy? I guess you stock up on everything at the beginning of the year, and you only really need to buy food and pay rent.
Basically, yeah.
And you don't drive, so you don't need gas.
Right.
And you hop
I
the
rent a U-Haul now and
turnstiles.
then, but people are just moving like within Manhattan, so it's not a lot of gas there. Yeah, that's about it.
Wow. I mean, I guess, what about, I'm trying to think about other things we have to pay for.
Mm.
I mean, let me think. Food, gas, rent. I guess if you don't do entertainment, then you're okay. But if you're a comedian, you would entertain yourself. So you don't need to pay for things like movies or going out to the clubs or anything like that. You just create your own entertainment.
Yeah, I think that's the goal. You
Is to
don't need
just create,
any
and I mean, you can
streaming
get into comedy
platforms or
shows for
anything. You
free.
just make your
What?
own content on
You
a
make
loop.
your own content, or you
Yeah,
view other comedians' content that
right. A
you like.
self-sustaining streaming platform of
And
crowd
what
work
about,
clips.
and you don't pay for the mics. You can just go to free mics. You
Yeah,
don't
there's
pay
enough
for
free
stuff.
ones. Yeah.
I mean, you can get out of paying the drink minimum, I learned. Like, even if
Yeah.
they say there's a drink minimum, you can always, like,
Right.
leave, and then, yeah, you can always just leave, and they won't remember that you didn't pay.
Right.
And hopefully no one's watching this that
Yeah. And
is
then
going
you
to
just
find out
cycle it
that
out. You go to a
sometimes,
different one next time,
yeah, you
so
got
you
to go
don't
to a different
repeat
one.
it
And
the same one you didn't pay until like a month later. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. You go back a month later, and they're not going to remember that you didn't pay for the mic or you didn't pay for the drink. Like,
Right.
I mean, some of them are ridiculous. Like, there's one
Hmm.
that's
This
$14.
is how you make it in comedy, people. You're getting insider
Insider
lessons.
things. This is how you
Yeah.
avoid the
How to
drink
make it.
minimum, because
Avoid
we'll
pain.
still you'll still be going to mics after 10
Yeah, I
years
can't
in
teach you how to make
comedy.
money in comedy. I can teach you how to lose less money.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what the lessons are. No, what? Make money in comedy? Who's really making money in comedy?
Right, right.
I
We're trying to
mean,
break even here. Trying to hit zero.
a lot of people say it's, I don't know. I think the most I ever got paid was like $100 for a gig.
That's
But
pretty
I
good.
think, but you have to be willing to go on the road. So when you count all the tolls and the gas, I don't know
Mm,
how much you really did make. But I mean, one time it was on my own that I got the gig, so that was good. But another time I had to open for someone,
mhm.
and the person then started to argue with me about driving directions, and then started arguing with me about like meaningless garbage. So yeah, but you have to be willing to go on the road and put up with difficult people that you're going to open for. But so the lesson is, if you're going to open for people and you want to make money, make sure the person doesn't have this crazy personality that you agree to drive to gigs. But
Mhm.
yeah. And let's see. So inflation, really, you're not feeling the pain of inflation. The food you buy,
Not so
not so
much.
not
Yeah, it's manageable. Plus, I can inflate my own rate if I need to. I can just charge people more money
for
if
the
I
task
want to be
rabbits.
that guy. Yeah, I haven't had to do that, but
You haven't had to increase your rate. Have
no,
other
no.
taskers increased their rates or no?
Probably, yeah.
Well, you're like, doesn't matter.
But you
I'm
could
not a
kind of do it.
tasker.
You could do it based on the market too. You know, if it's
Oh,
more demand, then you could increase it a little bit. Less demand, you could lower it. I do
I think
that
it's like
here and
that
there.
within tennis. Like some of the moms are like, no, you could charge a little more and you'll still be able to get away with it. Like other classes in the area still go for that, you know. In fact, this mom told me that, like, what did she say? Like, even classes for like 1 year olds where they're basically just standing around are like $40 a pop for a group
Wow.
class. So I guess I can inflate the rates a little if I need to. But Danny is hopefully on. He may just comment and guess from there.
Okay.
But basically, I'll show you household items and you can ration it out as much as you want. Use your power of reasoning, share your power of reasoning for what you think the item may cost.
Yeah.
And we can go from there.
Okay.
And it's just a fun thing. Where do you shop, by the way, that rates haven't gone up? Like,
Oh,
what's
yeah, I go to Trader Joe's for a lot of stuff, and then I
okay?
live by a lot of little shops that sell produce and such. I live in Chinatown, so it's a lot of like small businesses
They're
there,
usually pretty
cash
good. The
businesses. Yeah,
places in Chinatown. I found Trader Joe's has gone up, but maybe I buy different things
yeah. I haven't noticed too much in the last like year or so going there.
with Trader Joe's.
Yeah, I've been going there for like 2 years. Yeah,
And
it's
you
been
feel that it's
pretty
all the
consistent.
same.
Yeah. I don't think it's really noticeably gone up. I will say bodega stuff has been jacking up, like, feels like every month. Like any drink you buy at a bodega is like $4 now in most parts of the city. It's kind of nuts.
It's $4 for a drink is pretty. All right. The first item was from today. I went to the Weehawken pool, which I joined because anyway, and
Okay.
there was an ice cream truck, and I bought this ice cream sandwich.
Oh boy.
What did I pay for the ice cream sandwich?
Okay. Let's see. Ice cream sandwich from a truck. Um, so we're not supposed to guess over it, then you
Right, you
automatically
can't
lose.
go over. You want to come as close as possible without
Right,
going.
right. All right. I'll go 250.
Oh boy. This is sad. It was 664.
Whoa.
But it's not as bad. I paid $8 once for like a small cup of ice cream in upstate New York, like in
Damn.
June. But I mean, an ice cream truck, they can really get whatever they want because, like, they're like the only thing there at the pool and
Yeah,
everybody's hot and they make out
true.
like vandals. Like, there's a part of Riverdale where there's like a big park and a school playground and like tennis courts. So there's lots of kids, lots of adults hanging out. And like there are no stores nearby. So the truck with the ice cream and they have
The
sodas and they have
monopoly
other things, they can charge
on the
anything they want.
frozen goods. Yeah.
They
Damn.
can do whatever they want. They probably charge $7 for soda there. They do anything. All right, now we're gonna go to. We could do a gas one. The gas, you can pick a city in another part of the country.
Oh, okay.
Pick another city and we'll see on Gas Buddy what gas costs. It's always fun to me.
Okay, another city. Let's go.
Any city you want.
Des Moines, Iowa.
That's too funny because somebody else picked somewhere in Iowa. I guess it's on
Well, there's Des
everybody's.
Moines and there's Iowa City. That's all I know. Yeah.
But another person on another episode also picked Iowa. So it's
Okay.
like pretty funny, I guess. And Iowa has a thing called Casey's, which we don't have here.
Okay.
In fact, all the gas stations look like they're a Casey's. So there is a Casey's on Army Post Road and Fleur Drive. What
Okay.
would a gallon of gas cash price cost at this place?
347.
Not so bad. It was $3.39.
Ooh, okay.
But I mean, gas is not as terrible as other things. It used to be worse.
Yeah, true.
All right, now we'll find. All right, the clothing is always hard for guys. The outfits are hard because I don't think guys are swarming women's boutiques to find out.
No. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I know very little about
It's always a challenge for guys to.
that. Yeah.
You don't swarm boutiques, right?
No, I'm familiar with the price of like t-shirts and skate shoes.
See,
Yeah.
it's always cheaper to be a guy because
Right.
also you only need like one dressy outfit, maybe if you have like an office job, like a pair of jeans, some shorts, like basically to work you wear like those tanks and like regular pants, right? You don't need that many variety of outfits.
Not that big. No.
All right, this is a white pair of jeans and a white tank top. So obviously now it's forbidden to wear since we're after Labor Day.
True.
And it's from an
Yeah.
upscale boutique in Mattituck, New York, which is all the way on the North Fork. How much would that outfit cost?
Okay, so we're saying the jeans and the shirt.
The jeans and the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. It's gotta be at least like 200. We'll say 280.
280. All right. It was is this the right? Yes, this is the right one. 470. No.
Okay.
375 for the jeans and 295 for the top.
Jeez.
But that is. So you see how why girls can be so bitchy now. See how expensive. But I didn't buy it. Like I just go on and I try on this stuff and I take a picture as research for this game show. And then I'm like, see you later, guys. Nice knowing you. But
I'm here for educational purposes.
Yeah.
So I'm trying this on.
And I'm like, do you guys have an Instagram? I could tag you. And then I put it on the Instagram. So I'm like, they are getting some marketing. But
nice. Okay.
I have like a fashion Instagram, but I'm pretty sure all my followers are Indian bots and a few of my friends. So I don't know that the Indian bots are going to be buying upscale women's clothing. But it's not the most ridiculous. Like there was a dress that was $16.90 that I tried on.
Okay.
That's pretty.
Wow.
But there was another dress that was $5,000.
What?
And it wasn't even nice. Like the one that was $16.90 actually was nice. The one that
better?
was
Damn.
$5,000 and it was
$5K.
good. And also they didn't have every size and like, but some stores are custom. Some stores only order for like their specific customers. So they know, okay, this is this customer. We know they'll like that. So we're going to order something just for them.
I bet
Like,
we could get him to pay another 1,000. Yeah.
yeah, like if someone's a celebrity or something or really
Right.
wealthy, we'll get them to pay, you know, 6 grand, I guess. But
Hmm.
I
But you
think it
don't have
was,
to sell too many of them. You sell one of those, got like rent covered for a
yeah,
month, maybe. I don't know how much rent at shops like that is, but
it depends where it is. Because
yeah,
like, if you're on Madison Avenue, it could be expensive.
yeah, that must be crazy.
But like Madison Avenue stores, like, it just feels weird to go into them because they're like super nice and super upscale.
Yeah, they
And
don't
it's
even feel like
very,
stores. Yeah.
yeah, like you go in and you're like, wait, do I really belong here? If you're in your
Mm.
sweaty tennis clothes and you're going in there and to like Carolina Herrera or some upscale thing. But some stores, they only put up like one thing. Like they don't put all the sizes on display. So they have to
Oh,
go and get your size in the basement and put it in a fitting room for you. So then
okay.
I would feel kind of guilty not buying it if they took all the time to get my size.
Oh, damn.
All right,
What
there.
else are they doing? Not too many
But
people going there.
it's
Think of
true,
something to
right? How
do.
many people are shopping there? Like, let them earn their money.
Yeah.
Right now, I went to a gas station on the way to the beach. It was probably like Central Jersey, like
Okay.
right off the Garden State. And I got a coffee and 4 pieces of Reese's Pieces because that doesn't really mean you had candy if they're just tiny ones. How
Right.
much did that run me for the coffee and 4 Reese's Pieces?
Let's see. Coffee. I'm gonna go like I feel like it'd be in maybe the $4 to $5 range. The Reese's maybe like 50 cents each or so. So that's like, yeah, I'll say like 6.50.
Oh wow! Now I feel better. It was 3.84, and I
Oh,
thought
damn,
that
that's
was
pretty
a.
good. Okay.
Is it? So you thought the coffee would be a little more?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let me see.
I'm used to $4 beverages out here.
So at the bodegas in Chinatown, coffee is like
Just
30.
really just anywhere in Manhattan is. I feel like every item is like four now. It's like a solid, median price.
It's true. It's hard to find a drink under 4, and a snack is probably still like $4 or $5 for a
There
snack.
are a million options to choose from, though, so that's cool. There's like 17 different flavors of sparkling watermelon, lime,
The
whatever.
sparkling ice is really good. Like
Yeah, no, I
it's
like it. I enjoy the variety of flavors for sure.
I don't know because like I you can buy like powder at Target and just add it to water and it
Yeah,
would
that's
be
what I've been doing
cheaper
more lately. Yeah, you can get a lot more quantity for cheaper.
rather than buy like a sparkling ice for
Hmm.
$5
You don't
from.
have the carbonation though.
And so how does that make a
I gotta
difference?
buy it. Just I don't know. The taste of like the carbonation in a can is just kind of it's like something addicting about it. I feel like I gotta start buying CO2 in bulk,
Can
just
you
big
do that?
tanks of CO2, and then I don't know how you put that in a cup, but gotta be a way.
All right, now we have, let's see, we can do another meal.
Okay. So far, I've guessed gas in a place I've never been. That was my best answer so far.
See, that's kind of
I don't
ironic. I've
drive and I've
never
never
been
been to the
there.
Midwest, and that was the
Are
closest
you
I
from
got.
the Midwest or no?
No, I'm from Mass. I'm from like a little bit out of Boston.
Oh, really? Like
Yeah,
Framingham area?
I'm from Framingham. Yeah,
Wait, really?
yeah. Ashland, Framingham, Natick, like that whole
Natick has like an
scene.
improv place, I think, right?
They have an improv place now. I didn't know that.
Natick Improv.
Okay.
I used to call it Natick for the longest time, and then someone who was from there corrected me. But they
I
have
like
like Natick
Natick.
Improv. So it's Natick.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I met someone like in Framingham, like who is going to be like a potential roommate, maybe. But like Marblehead is where the witches are from. Where right now we have, I went,
Salem, Marblehead's right by there too, though.
I went to a burrito place, like a Mexican place on LBI, which is the Jersey Shore.
Okay.
And
I
I
go
got
there
a
a lot.
burrito and I got this beverage, which is
Okay.
like a Mexican soda. How much did that run me plus the tip?
Oh, plus the tip. Oh, now I have to estimate your generosity also.
All
Okay, I gotta
right.
factor that in. You know what? I'll say $18.
That's almost correct.
Okay.
It was. You go to LBI a lot?
Yeah, yeah, about every summer with my family. Yeah, most of my family's from like Central Jersey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my mom's from there. Well, most of my cousins are.
Because where was this? This was like Beach Haven, which I thought was the most like
Yeah,
populated part of
pretty
LBI.
much. Yeah.
It
Shout out
was.
Chicken or the Egg.
I didn't go to that place, but I
That's a
did
good
see it.
spot.
Is it good?
Yeah, yeah.
This was 1854.
Oh hell yeah. Okay.
See, you were close, but it was La Bamba. Have you ever seen it? But I think it was new.
Maybe.
But I didn't. Is Chicken or the Egg good? I didn't go there because they said it
Yeah,
was
yeah. I like Chicken or
expensive.
the Egg a lot. They have a ton of different hot sauces you can get on your wings and whatnot. They got a bunch of stuff. And they
Nice.
don't have alcohol, but you can bring alcohol from wherever. So we usually go there one night.
But I
Roll
mean,
with a big
LBI was
squad. It's open
good.
24/7 too.
Chicken or the Egg,
Yeah.
and they had like the Fantasy Island. That
Yeah, I
amusement
used to go
park
there a
was
bunch.
nice. Okay, so for the amusement park, they had a deal
Yeah.
where you could do unlimited rides on Labor Day from 12 to 8. You could get a pass for unlimited rides. How much would that be?
Oh, damn. Oh, I haven't been to any amusement park in a very long time. That's tough to guess, honestly. I will guess $32.
Almost $30
Wow.
for
Okay.
unlimited kiddie passport. And Friday it was also 30. They said 20% off arcade games on Saturday.
Okay.
I don't know what the kiddie passport is, but I assume it's something complicated because stuff these days is always complicated. It's like hard to understand points and rewards, and it seems like you just have to spend more to cash in on any rewards.
Yeah.
All right, now pick another city, anywhere in the country.
Okay. Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
I met people from New Orleans there. All right, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. All right, they have a Murphy Express on Airline Highway. How
Okay.
much would a gallon of gas cash price be in Baton Rouge?
Oh boy. Okay. So we had Iowa at like 330 something. Baton Rouge is going to be, I feel like around the same. I think I know the economy is pretty bad in Louisiana. I
Yeah,
think it's
they
one of the
pretty much
poorest
have
states. It's consistently
poverty.
Louisiana and Mississippi are like the poorest states usually. So maybe we'll drop it a little bit. We'll say 318.
It is $2.95 at this place.
Wow. Okay.
And at another place, it's also $2.95, $2.99.
Good
They've
deal.
got it good in Louisiana, except there are probably not many jobs there. So
No.
the two
We're
ninety
losing
five
real
might
estate too. Getting
what?
eaten up by the ocean.
Oh, so there's not many places to really live.
Well, the part I forget how close Baton Rouge is to the Gulf Coast, but I know a lot of the communities on the Gulf Coast are getting hit particularly hard out there.
Interesting. I
Yeah,
mean, it makes sense, like with the weather, different weather disasters, that
yeah,
like communities might be hit and there might not be real estate, but it's pretty poor. Like a lot of the South is pretty poor. So even though it seems like it's much cheaper,
hmm Texas is on the come up though. Texas is getting really pricey from what I heard.
yeah, but there are a lot of tech companies that go there.
Yeah.
Like one of my students was saying, student's dad like sells commercial real estate And he was saying like Austin is one of the hottest markets, but that like you don't have as much regulation as a company in Texas, like because it's a very red state, but it's in a blue part of a
Hmm.
red state, so you
Yeah.
still have some smart people. Now we can do. Let me think. All right. This is a barbecue joint that I went there,
Okay.
and I got a soda and a kielbasa.
All right. Where is this?
It's Smokey's Barbecue on LBI.
Oh, okay.
It's closer to Surf City.
Oh, nice, nice. Okay, you said kielbasa and
And I got a soda, though. They said there would be fried onions with it, but they didn't give that.
no
So
fried onions. Okay. There's a monkey wrench in my equation. All right, so we got the kielbasa and the soda. I feel like that's a similar, amount of food as the burrito, and that ends up being 18.50. But that soda looked like I think it was like a
it
bottle
was a,
soda the other
it was
time.
just a can at
It was just a can. Yeah, okay. We'll drop it to we'll say 16.50.
1733.
Okay,
I don't know.
not
It all
bad.
seems like very ridiculous, but I guess it is like a tourist place.
Yeah.
All right, now let me see. Another. How much is it to get on the beach at LBI? How much are the beaches?
Ooh, I guess I should know that. It's just never been my job. I think some of the rentals come with the free badges too.
Come with a pass, yeah.
Yeah. For I guess one person or would be one.
Just one person going on that beach.
Oh, good question. $12.
It was 8 from what I heard,
Okay.
but I went on the beach and then I guess the guy who was collecting the money was talking to someone, so I didn't end up paying. But another tip for people on how to
Yeah.
save money. And some people, like someone from California, played this game show and they were horrified that you had to pay for the beach. And
Oh,
also,
damn.
like
Okay.
someone from Europe also was horrified that beaches cost money. And it is kind of weird because it is nature, but they do need to staff the beach with like
Right.
lights.
I mean, they
But
do, maintain it and clean it up and protect people from drowning. So I think it's kind of fair.
I mean, it's true, right? If I guess it could be cheap if you're willing to drown, then
Right. Right.
all right. This is I can't show it because I show the price. It's a 4 bedroom, 4 full baths, two
Oh man.
master bedroom suites, a huge deck, whatever that means, and in a private and serene location. And it's in Oakland, New Jersey. It's a house that's for sale. How much is this house going to cost you?
Oh man. Oakland, New Jersey. I'm not sure where in the state that is.
So it's Bergen County, which
It's
is
Bergen County. It's like
northern,
right
right over the
outside.
D Dub.
It's like
Yeah,
north of Jersey City there.
correct.
Um, we'll say uh 4 bedroom house. I'll say like 800K.
Almost seven
Okay.
ninety nine.
What is
I
it?
actually $7.99 for this
Oh.
house.
Oh wow. Okay.
But I don't know. I feel like that's a little low considering that they've got 4 full bathrooms. But
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I figured if it was like Brooklyn or Queens, it would be okay. Definitely over a million.
oh
Bergen
yeah,
County,
hell
like a
yeah.
little bit lower. Yeah.
I mean, there are some multi-million-dollar homes in some Jersey suburbs. I guess Oakland, it's further out. Like
Okay.
Franklin Lakes is really expensive, or like
Mhm.
Alpine. Like Alpine is one of the wealthiest suburbs in the nation. Like I'm pretty sure everything in Alpine is like multi-million. Like
Yeah.
the houses have gates to them. Like I thought I would target them and put tennis cards, like my business cards, in their mailboxes in Alpine. But then
Mhm.
the mailboxes are guarded and I couldn't even get to the mailbox. All right, now, do you want another outfit? The outfit's probably the most challenging. I got this ridiculous sundress. I hated it so
Okay.
much. How much would the sundress cost? But it's at the Tanger outlets in Riverhead. So
Okay. We have
outlets means
one.
it's cheaper.
We have one item here. It's a dress. We know
Just
that
the
we
dress.
know that
Yep.
5,000 is a lot for a dress, so it should be
Right. This
under
is like an outlet. So the outlets
outlets. Yeah. Okay.
are
Should be
cheap.
not too bad. Um, say 350.
It was 14.99. Wait, no, was it 14.99?
Whoa.
But that's the outlets, like Tanger outlets. It's also last year's stuff, which I don't really care about, but people that are really like want to impress people would never buy last year's stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Which I guess as guys, you don't have to think about that at all.
Who knows that much about clothes where they know, I don't know, everything that came out in last year, you know?
It's that's kind of true. Like, how would you really know like every single thing that unless you're really like a student of fashion?
Hmm.
Like, I'm gonna try to go to Fashion Week, but I don't. But some stuff is really cheap. Like at Target, the stuff can be really cheap, but you can buy, like, I don't know, Target stuff can be really cheap, but it usually tears after one wearing. Like, it's not so good.
Mm.
Now let's see. There's a place in Port Jeff where I grew up. They have a Saturday night special. It's like a burger steak type of place, but it's
Okay.
really, it's a bar. They have like a back room. And starting at 5 p.m., you can get a 14-ounce prime rib, a house salad, asparagus, and baked potato.
Nice.
How much for that special?
A special. Hmm. Okay.
So it means it's better than what they're usually going to give.
Yeah. I guess. I guess 20. Yeah, 20.
$28.90,
Okay.
which is pretty good. But this place, it's kind of more like a pub but they also have some nicer food, and the food was really good.
Hmm.
And it used to be more affordable. Like, and my dad would go to it a lot, but then it burned down, and
Oh
then I
fuck.
guess, but probably the other burger place that's kind of like it, I think, set fire to it, the owner, because they were
What?
like
No
rivals.
way. That's
I'm
wild.
guessing that the owner of Tommy's, which is like a very similar place, set fire to it. And then after they set fire, they're like, by the way, you guys didn't do all these things that you should be doing. And
How
that's,
much did the owner of the other place spend on gasoline?
I know, right? Is that like, is it really worth all those customers you got? But then I guess when they were inspected, they're like, oh, here's all these things you didn't do that you need to do. And now, big surprise, it's high, cost more to run the business because they had to do all these changes. So then they raised the rates after that. Like, it used to be a cheaper place, and now it's gone up. Like, it used to be you could get like a burger and fries and a drink for like under $10 there. All right, maybe I have, let me see. There's a place. Is this the one in Brooklyn Heights? No. This was the other thing. All right, there's a plant. How much is this plant at Trader Joe's? But you've probably seen it if you go to Trader
Oh,
Joe's.
nice. $15.
The plant is only $3, 3 and change, actually.
Okay.
But
Nice.
I always like get a cactus because the cactus, you can't really fail with the
Yeah.
cactus.
Yeah. That's the beginner level of owning another living thing.
I guess if a cactus died, but do you own any pets or plants or no?
No, my roommate has a cat, so I live with a cat, but not my responsibility.
I had a goldfish, and the
Yeah.
goldfish,
Goldfish is like one level up from cactus.
The goldfish survived like almost a year.
Okay,
So there
pretty
is
good.
hope for me. But I won the goldfish at like, no, it was a beta fish, but it survived like a year, but I won it at an open mic.
Oh wow, nice.
Congratulations, you're funny. Now you got to take care of something.
Here's a new bit idea. Here's the premise.
Let me see. All right, there was another. We could do another gas one, and then there was a deal on coffee and at a 7-Eleven, but in suburban Philadelphia. How
Okay.
much is a large coffee, but you only can get it if you have the 7-Eleven rewards? How much would a large coffee be?
275.
At this place, it's $1.49.
Oh damn, that's pretty good.
See, it's better to just buy all your stuff there. Except the coffee will get cold by the time you get back from Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Well, let me see. All right. No, that was the other thing. Where was the brownstone in Brooklyn? All right, there is. We could do a rental thing.
Okay.
Oh, wait, here's another. Okay, it's a sale. It's in Bed-Stuy. It's a townhouse that has 5 bedrooms
Whoa.
and 3.5 bathrooms.
Damn.
No one's going to be fighting over the shower in this place. How much is it selling for? And it's meticulously restored.
Okay. Damn, that's gotta be pretty pricey. Say 2 mil.
3.1 million.
Wow.
Right? And Bed-Stuy has really changed though in the world.
Relatively, yeah.
I mean, because like it used to be nobody wanted to go there and it wasn't completely safe. And now, I don't know, like I know one of my students, actually, the family I teach, they bought a brownstone there for 2.6 million. But I mean, if you have the whole house to yourself, it's kind of good. You don't have to deal with any like neighbors.
Definitely.
There's also a 6-bed, 4-bath in Carroll Gardens, and it's also 4.1 million. No, it's also 3.1 million.
It's the same price. Oh wow.
Same price, but like it's surprising. And
yeah, I would have thought that would be pricier.
Carroll Gardens is usually like higher, like all right.
Yeah, it's a little douchier.
Heights.
Jackson Heights.
3-bedroom, 2-bath in Jackson Heights. How much is that selling for? And they say it's gonna sell in Jackson Heights.
3-bed, 2 baths for sale. All right, so that's a little smaller.
Yeah.
Relatively similar. I feel like the neighborhood's similarly expensive in general. So I'll say 2.5 mil.
It is 1.2 million.
Oh wow.
But Jackson Heights, like what was I gonna say? Jackson Heights, it's my friend sells real estate in Queens and she says it has like its own underground economy, but it's just as upscale as like Astoria.
Its own underground economy. I could see that. I mean, less transplants live there, I guess. It's more people who like grew up there.
In Jackson Heights.
What's that?
People in Jackson Heights have lived there forever, you think?
Yeah, more people who are there like grew up there, I would say. I mean, some people move there from elsewhere, but a lot of people either grew up there. It's also like extremely diverse. It's probably one of the most diverse neighborhoods on Earth.
Jackson Heights.
So it's a little unpredictable in that way.
I mean, that's where the stabbing, I think, occurred. Like someone was going to the US Open and they got stabbed on the 7 train to Jackson Heights.
Okay.
But I mean,
Look
stabbings
out for the
occur.
7 train.
I mean, but stabbings could occur anywhere. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, this girl kicked me on the subway once, actually. Like, but I didn't want to call the cops because I didn't want to make people late to work. Like, I knew that if you, that's just gonna cause delays if you
Yeah.
get.
Yeah. Feel that.
Like, you just, people get really impatient because the train is too slow. Like, I feel like that's a lot of the anger on subways is. All right, what did I have? There was a $7 million home in Scarsdale that I just figured I'd show. Okay, wait. Here is office space. It's in Borum Hill. It's approximately 1,300 square feet, and it's a second floor walk up. And you have a private bathroom. How much would this office cost you a month in
Okay, so
Borum Hill?
it's rent for office space.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
just
okay.
renting a commercial office.
So it's like downtown there. We'll guess. Oh man, I'm really out of my element here.
Yeah, commercial space is very different than
Yeah.
than
I'll say
residential.
4,000 a month.
Almost
Yeah.
$39.50 for this.
What is it?
$39.50 for the
Oh,
office.
oh wow. Oh, it's pretty close.
I mean, but office space, it's got to be harder to rent out commercial space because a lot of companies, I think, were like, we could save money and have everybody work from home.
Yeah.
I would think office space is definitely harder. All right, we can do one final gas one.
Okay.
All right, now. All right, pick another city.
All right. Let's do Austin, Texas.
The hottest market out there.
Yeah.
It is okay. There is a Sam's Club on
Sam's Club.
Lakeline Mall Drive. How much would a gallon of gas cost you there?
Okay, so we had what 330 in Des Moines. We had like 290 something in Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
Now we're in Austin, which is pricier than both of those places. So you'd think like 350s, 360s maybe, but the Sam's Club does add in another element because that's people who are members and buy
Get a
things in
disc.
bulk and they get their discount, right? Or can anyone just buy gas there?
I think you probably have to be a Sam's Club member to buy it.
Yeah, right. Okay, so it's gonna be a little cheaper than that than the normal Austin gas station. All right, I'm gonna guess 328.
314.
Okay.
But the place that's a Murphy USA, which is obviously unique to the South, is 317. Everything there is 317 and HEB. So maybe Austin, it's kind of probably you get good value because there's good jobs in Austin. So if you're living in Austin, you're probably making a good salary at one of the tech companies. Like a lot of my students moved down there.
Yeah.
Like, and but it's really hot there. Like, I mean, the cost of air conditioning has got to be huge down there.
Yeah.
All right. Now, we do a last thing at the end. Do you have any tips for people on how they can cope with inflation?
Yeah, I mean, buy less stuff. You can't increase free. Make use of free stuff as much as you can. Tap water. I go to the park a lot. Have fun in the park doing my thing. Yeah,
so meaning that the park is your entertainment.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah.
I mean, the tap water is a great saving because I mean, at the US Open where the tennis championships are, a while back, water was like $9. So I can't imagine what water is now. Like,
Yo.
it's true that getting water out of the tap can be a big Or you can just dehydrate yourself like I do, and then you don't drink water at
That's
all.
true too. Yeah, you could train your tolerance. Be more like a cactus. Trader Joe's
Absolutely.
cactus.
I'm a definite.
Very low maintenance.
All
Yeah,
right, do you have?
be low maintenance. There you go.
I mean, I guess that is the tip. Where if you don't need as much, you're not going to have to spend as much, except
Yeah.
if you owe debts. If you have prior debts to pay off,
Mm.
but debts aren't affected by inflation. Like if you owe money back, that doesn't affect. And do you have anything you want to promote to the world of?
Yeah, if you're in the NYC area and you need furniture moving or wall mounting services, you can hit me up. My Instagram is at flukehuman, one word, and that's what I
Woo!
do.
Awesome. Who couldn't use that? All right, this has been amazing. Thanks so much for doing this.
Cool. Yeah,
Have a
anytime.
great one,
That was
guys. It's
fun.
been another
You too.
episode of the Price is Right Inflation Edition.